Now, forewarned weather with Exact Track 4D.
Because we've been living on the 32-degree fault line for these last 2 weeks, here we go again with another weird mix.
It's kind of tricky to even forecast it.
Tomorrow morning, it's going to be a very short event, but even a little bit of rain snow mix or even the mention of freezing drizzle and people are on alert. We've got a couple things in our favor that I'll talk about in a moment, but the main thing in our favor is that we had a nice warm day today with a lot of sunshine, and that warmed up the surface temperature. So whatever falls will likely, most of it will melt except north of M59 when it might stick to at least some of the grassy areas and elevated surfaces tomorrow morning. Detroit's at 38, Ann Arbor 36, freezing in Port Huron, and 39 in Adrian. Bus stop forecast tomorrow. A rain snow mix in most areas, 33 degrees, but by the afternoon, it's almost like a completely different season for us as temperatures will be in the upper 40s to low 50s. But not everywhere in Metro Detroit, and I'll show you that in just a moment. If you live in the north, you've got a little bit of a different situation for tomorrow. All right, so wintry mix tomorrow morning. Then on Friday, we have a mix of rain, sleet, and possibly some freezing rain, but mostly snow on Friday, at least the way it looks right now. And then next week, another rain snow mix possible. Clouds and radar, we have seen a few things develop here again north of M59. Most of this though not reaching the ground. We've got some dry air in place that will have to overcome that. So basically it's falling, it's just evaporating before it gets to the surface. Out to the west though, it is raining right now quite heavily in Chicago. Snow to the north of that in Milwaukee. So here's what we're expecting. Cloudy skies right now here at 11 o'clock. Tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., most areas are still dry, but in Monroe, you'll start to see some rain develop. Then right at the heart of the morning commute, this is why, we're kind of focusing more on it, is just the timing of it, not the duration. There could be a mix. But south of M59, it looks like it'll be mostly rain. But again, north of that is when you might pick up at least a coating or a glaze. The road temperatures are they're above freezing right now. We've got salt trucks that have already pre-treated the road, so that's a good situation for the morning commute. But bridges and overpasses could still be a little bit slippery as you head to work tomorrow morning. 34 degrees right now at Metro, 32 in Pontiac, 33 in Mount Clemens. By tomorrow afternoon, even though Metro and areas south are in the 50s, take a look at Mount Clemens and Port Huron. Upper 30s in Port Huron, 41 in Mount Clemens, 41 in Pontiac. So I know we've been advertising temps in the 50s, but it really does depend on where you live. The closer you are to the Ohio border, the better chance you'll get in on some of that warmer air. Thursday, a little bit cooler. Only be 42 degrees and then 30s by Friday and Saturday. Watching very closely our next system. So Friday at 6 a.m. mostly cloudy. This area of low pressure down to our south starts to move in during the morning hours on Friday and continues throughout the day. But as you can see, there's kind of that mix of rain and then snow the further that you head to the north. So the track of this low will be key in determining how much snow we get. First, we have to determine the track and figure out how much rain we're going to get because that will cut down on snow totals. But regardless, Friday will be an impactful weather day. 33 degrees overnight tonight. Again, watch out for that wintry mix tomorrow morning, but it will quickly warm up during the day to a high of 51 at Metro, a little cooler to our north. We will track this system very closely for you for Friday, but at this point looks like it will be mostly snow with just some rain mixed in as highs only reach the upper 30s. A nice weekend ahead with some sunshine.
Let's just skip
I always
right
like to end on a positive note.
Good idea.